Module 2 E-commerce Business Models and Concepts. The topics to be discussed in the Module 2 are Business Models and Concepts. So, here B2C, B2B, C2C, C2B. These are the four different subtopics to be discussed in detail. Then comes some example models like brokerage model, aggregator model, intermediary model, community model, value chain model, manufacturer model, advertising model, subscription model, and affiliate model. So, all these are the different topics to be discussed in module 2. In total, 10 hours are allotted to finish this module, and percentage of marks in end semester examination from this module is 20%. Starting with business model. A business model is the method of doing business by which a company can sustain itself, that is, generate revenue or make profit. A business model does not discuss how the business mission of the company will be realized. The marketing strategy of the company is needed to assess the commercial viability of a business model and to answer questions like how is competitive advantage being built? What is the positioning? What is the marketing mix? Which product market strategy is followed? Okay, so these are the some questions to be answered. We need to answer questions like all these questions. E-commerce can be defined as any form of business transaction in which the parties interact electronically. A transaction in an electronic market represents a number of interactions between two or more different parties. For instance, it could involve several trading steps such as marketing, ordering, payment, and support for delivery. An electronic market allows the participating sellers and buyers to exchange goods and services with the aid of information technology. Electronic markets have three main functions. The main function is matching buyers and sellers. Second function is facilitating commercial transactions, and the third one is providing legal infrastructure. Information technology spreads all the three functions we have discussed here and helps to increase market efficiency and reduce transaction cost. A company's business model is the way in which it conducts business in order to generate revenue. Now, companies are creating new business models and reinventing old models. There are many different ways to categorize e-business models. They can be classified as e-business models based on the relationship of transaction parties. Otherwise, with respect to the relationship of transaction types, or classification by revenue model, or classification by distribution channel, etc. Now we will discuss about the business models and concepts. So e-business models based on the relationship of transaction parties. So here we are going to discuss about business to consumer or B2C, business to business or B2B, consumer to consumer or known as C2C, consumer to business or known as C2B. So first one is business to consumer or B2C. Consumers are increasingly going online to shop for and purchase products, arrange financing, arrange shipments, or take delivery of digital products such as software and get service after the sales. B2C e-business includes retail sales, often called e-retail or retail, and other online purchases such as airline tickets, entertainment venue tickets or theater film ticket, hotel room booking, and shares of stock marketing. Some of the reasons why one should opt for B2C are inexpensive cost and big opportunities, globalization, reduced operational cost, customer convenience, knowledge management. So, here the first point is inexpensive cost and big opportunities. Once on the internet, opportunities are immense as companies can market their products to the whole world without much additional cost. Then comes the globalization. Even being in a small company, the internet can make you appear to be a part of a big player, big game, which simply means that the playing field has been leveled by e-business all over the globe. That is the playing field. The internet is accessed by millions of people around the world, and definitely they are all potential customers. Reduced operational cost. Selling through the internet means or web means cutting down on paper cost, customer support cost, advertising cost, and order processing cost. Fourth point is customer convenience. Searchable content, shopping carts, promotions, and interactive user friendly interfaces facilitate customer convenience, thus generating more business. Customers can also see order status, delivery status, and get their receipts online. So these are the convenience are provided to customers. And the last point is knowledge management. Through database systems and information management, you can find out who visited your site and how to create better value for customers, what the customer is looking for. Okay, so these are the reasons, some of the reasons one should opt for B2C type of business model. Now we will see how does B2C model works. B2C e-commerce is more than just an online store. It really is about managing the entire process, but just using technology as a tool for ordering, otherwise order processing and customer support. The B2C process is now explained in a bit more detail. So there are different process. Here it is specified 9 different points. First one is visiting the virtual mall. Customer registers, customer buys products, merchant processes the order, credit card is processed, operations management, shipment and delivery, customer receives the product and after sales service. We will look into each and every point here. Visiting the mall. The first point, the customer visit the mall by browsing the online catalog. Online catalog is a very organized manner of displaying products and their related information such as price, some details or description, and the availability of the product. Finding the right product becomes easy by using a keyword search engine. Most of the e-commerce applications are providing such search facility. Virtual malls may include a basic to an advanced search engine, product rating system, content management, customer support system, bulletin boards, newsletter, and other components which make shopping convenient for shoppers. Now we will move on to the second point, that is customer registers. Customer has to register to become part of the site's shoppers registry. So this registry or registration process allows the customer to avail of the shop's complete services. The customer becomes a part of the company's growing database and can use the same for knowledge management and data mining by the company. And the third, customer buys products. That is the third point. In this point, through a shopping cart system, order details, shipping charges, taxes, additional charges if any, and price totals are presented in an organized manner. The customer can even change the quantity of a certain product if required. Virtual malls have a very comprehensive shopping system complete with checkout forms. Fourth point is merchant process the order. The merchant then process the order that is received from the previous stage, that is a customer buys product stage. There the payment details will be presented before the customer in a well organized form. So that is received from the previous stage and fills up necessary forms, and then the credit card is processed. The fifth point, the credit card of the customer is authenticated. That may be credit card or any type of e-payment system. So authentication is the first thing. Then a payment gateway or a bank processing gateway will be there. Through that authentication is done. Other payment methods can also be used, such as debit card, prepaid cards, or bank to bank transfer or UPI payment, etc. After payment, operations management will take care of the order processing. When the order is passed to the logistic people, the traditional business operations will still be used. Things like inventory management, total quality management, warehousing, optimization, and project management should still be incorporated, even though it is an e business. Getting the product to the customer is still the most important aspect of e commerce. And now comes the seventh point, that is shipment and delivery. The product is then shipped to the customer. The customer can track the order or delivery, as virtual malls have a delivery tracking module on the website, which allows a customer to check the status of a particular order. After the delivery, the customer receives the product. The product is received by the customer and it is verified either by providing a signature, otherwise an OTP verification through SMS services. The system should then tell the firm that the order has been fulfilled. And comes the after sales service. That is the last point over here. After the sale has been made, the firm has to make sure that it maintains a good relationship with its customers. This is done through Customer Relationship Management or CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. The next model is business to business, that is B2B model. B2B is that model of e commerce whereby a customer conducts its trading and other commercial activity through the internet, and the customer is another business itself. This essentially means commercial activity between companies through the internet as a medium. Many B2B sites are company and industry specific. They are a combination of forward and backward integration. Companies have achieved huge savings in distribution related cost due to their B2B applications. There are many advantages of B2B. We will now discuss on the advantages of B2B. First one is direct interaction with the customers. This is the greatest advantage of e-business. The unknown and faceless customer, including other businesses, buying the products of a large MNC or multinational company like, say, HLL or Procter and Gamble or Hindustan Liver Limited, through distributors, channels, shops, and the like. Now has a name, face, and a profile. Large MNCs pay a fortune for this information on customer buying patterns. So, this is how direct interaction with the customers work.
The second advantage is focused sales promotion. This information gives authentic data about the likes and dislikes and preferences of clients and thus helps the company bring out focused sales promotion drives which are aimed at the right audience, right type of customers. Building customer loyalty. Another advantage is customer loyalty building. It has been observed that online customers can be more loyal than other customers if they are made to feel special and their distinct identity is recognized and their concern about privacy are respected. It has also been found that once the customer develop a binding relationship with a site and its products, they do not like to shift loyalties to another site or products. This is how customer loyalty is built. Now comes the scalability, another advantage of B2B model. This means that the web is open and offers round the clock access. This provides an access never known before to the customer. This access is across locations and time zones. Thus, a company is able to handle many more customers on a much wider geographical area if it uses an e-business model. The company can set up a generic parent site for all locations and make regional domains to suit such requirements. Likewise, we have Amazon.com to the entire world, and for each and every country, they are making a local domains. Amazon.in for India, Amazon.uk for United Kingdom, Amazon.us for United States of America, etc. Microsoft is using this model very successfully. The additional cost of serving a large segment of customers comes down drastically once a critical mass is reached. So, this is the meaning of scalability with respect to B2B type of business. And the last advantage being discussed is savings in distribution cost. A company can make huge savings in distribution, logistical, and after sales support cost by using e-business models. Typical examples are of computer companies, airlines, and telecom companies. This is because the e-business models involve the customers in the business interaction to such a level that companies are able to avoid setting up the huge backbone of sales and support force which ordinarily would have to be set up. Here customer can involve in the business interaction. Okay, so these are the major advantages of B2B. Now we will move on to tools and techniques at the disposal of B2B enterprises. So which are the different tools to be used? So it is important to know the right marketing strategies which would be required to sell successfully and profitably over the web or internet. The internet as a medium provides you with a unique platform to enable various strategies which would not have been possible to execute in a conventional scenario. So some of them are being discussed over here for say use of pricing as a tool, otherwise use of application service provider model, or use of generic models which are known for efficiency as well as personalized attention to various business customers. Use of comparison shopping. These are some of the tools. Okay. So tools or technologies. So here use of pricing as a tool. There is a wealth of research on pricing used as a tool to generate sales on the internet. The biggest e-tailer of them is Amazon.com, who made it big by giving substantial discounts. Part of these heavy discounts is attributed to the distributor level commissions, which are now being passed on to the customer. Apart from this, companies have started giving things for free on the internet in order to get a critical mass of subscribers, which helps in getting advertising revenues. The best example is the Apple iMac computer. These computer machines being given for free if the buyer agrees to make a certain amount of purchase using the Apple's e-commerce website. So this is a strategy Apple adopted to get more customers and to purchase more. If you purchase more, you will be rewarded. That is the concept behind this. Then comes use of application service provider model. This is an old model of the 1970s. The application service provider model is the old model, which was used among mainframes and dumb terminal and which is being revisited with a vengeance. Software companies are offering their packages not in CDs and boxes but through the website or internet. The customer can log in over the internet and access the software from the web server of the company and need not download it into PC. This goes one step further in the age of the networked PCs where one need not use even a hard disk and all critical application data is kept on the web or internet and can be accessed from anywhere in the world. These services are being offered at for some price, say $5 for an hour, which are services, not products. And next tool or technology is use of generic models which are known for efficiency as well as personalized attention to various business customers. The internet has given rise to a new partnership between brick and mortar manufacturers, e-tailers, and express delivery companies like FedEx or DHL. These organizations take care of the individual elements of the customer, the order fulfillment, and the post sale complaints, if any. So, this is how the generic model works. So, this is known for efficiency as well as personalized attention to various business customers. They are taking care of their customers. And the last point is use of comparison shopping. The internet has brought in a whole new concept of price matching and comparison shopping. Today, there are sites which will tell you to hundreds of sites to find the cheapest product to suit your specification. This would never have been possible without the internet. Now, we will move on to business transactions and methods. So, common elements of B2B exchanges are centralized market space, standardized documentation, price codes, price history, and after the sales information. Then comes confidential transaction between business. These are some of the elements of B2B exchanges. For example, we say the element centralized market space. What is the benefit of this element? So, the benefit is neutral and non aligned with either sellers or buyers. So, that is giving some advantages. Standardized documentation, another element. So, that from that, users are pre qualified and regulated. Suppose price codes are provided, price history, and after sales informations are provided, then pricing mechanism is self-regulating. Confidential transaction between business means clearing and settlement services is provided. So these are the elements and its benefits in a B2B transaction or exchange. So here in business to business transactions and models, due to large number of transactions involved, business to business operations can be too risky if e-business sites cannot guarantee adequate quality of service in terms of performance, availability, and security. B2B transactions involve much more complexity than B2C. For instance, typical B2B transactions include review catalogs, identify specifications, define requirements, post request for proposals or REP, request for proposal, that is REP. Review vendor reputation, select vendor, fill out purchase orders, send purchase orders to vendor, prepare invoice, make payment, arrange shipment, organize product inspection and reception. So these are the large number of transactions involved in a business to business operation, for example. Several models and classifications have been proposed for B2B commerce. So in your textbook in page number 51 there is a diagram. On the left side some buyers are there and on the right side there is sellers. They are both of them are business organizations, business firms. They are communicating with an electronic market space that will be in the middle portion of the diagram. It's in a rectangle. So there are so many business models are there. So they are aggregators, hubs, auctions, community, contents, etc. So I will include that diagram along with the slide when I upload that slide in the Google Classroom. Anyway, we will discuss about the models. So aggregators. There are different models. The models can now be described as aggregators, hubs or process integration, community or alliance, content auctions or dynamic pricing markets. So first we will look into aggregators. In the aggregator model, one company aggregates buyers to form a virtual buying entity and or aggregates suppliers to constitute a virtual distributor. Say, for example, in the science marketplace, one company became the central buying location for thousands of buyers to implement their own purchasing rules and obtain volume discounts. The aggregator takes the responsibility for selection and fulfillment, also pricing and market segmentation. So this is the first example. Say one another example is an electronic company that offers a total home buying service from search to financing under one site. So such model is known as aggregator. In short, it provides a single market space for doing business or purchasing from multiple suppliers and selling it, etc. The firm's strength lies in the ability to create an environment which draws visitors to this website and in designing a system which allows easy matching of prices and specifications. And the second model is hubs or process integration. Hubs or process integration. So hubs, otherwise process integration, processes, that is, it focuses on producing a highly integrated value proposition through a managed process. Hubs have been defined as neutral internet based intermediaries that focus on a specific industry or a specific business process. Hubs host electronic markets and create value by reducing a specific cost, that cost of transaction between sellers and buyers. These are examples of vertical hubs that serve a vertical market or a specific industry such as energy, steel industry, telecommunication, or plastic industry. On the contrary, functional hubs specialize in horizontal market across different industries. Functional hubs focus on business process such as project management or maintenance, repair and operating and procurement. An electronic business company that provides office supplies to many industries is a good example of a functional hub in B2B commerce. So, functional hubs. or hubs in general provides a market space for multiple vertical markets. A vertical market is a market in which vendors offer goods and services specific to an industry or trade or profession or other group of customers with specialized needs. For example, students are getting some services from teachers or college. Okay, so college is a vertical market now. In our example, this is not the correct example, but just for understanding, I say. Community or alliance. In the community model, alliances are used to achieve high value integration without hierarchical control. The community model provides all community members with the ability to share and check electronic invoices, communicate and exchange funds on secure network, and resolve problems quickly. Members and end users play key roles as contributors and customers. Basically, communities provides knowledge with economic value such as Linux, MP3, and open source or some software or some teaching methods or some learning methods, etc. So it has the purpose of facilitating trading. Many online companies generate revenue from multiple income streams such as advertising, subscriptions, membership, and so on. So this is community or alliance. This is the content type of content model. So content, it has the purpose of facilitating trading. Contents is the end product of business model, that is B2B business model or B2B commerce. It has the purpose of facilitating trading. So content has the purpose of facilitating trading. Revenue can be generated from subscriptions, membership, or advertising. For example, there are e-commerce companies that sell information about contracts to bid market intelligence and analysis and job by industry. So these are by providing contents. And the last model is auctions or dynamic pricing markets. Auctions or dynamic pricing markets handle complex exchanges between buyers and sellers in B2B commerce. For example, auctions, say there are different auction techniques are there. Four different auction techniques are English auction, Dutch auction, Vickery auction, VACKREY, or reverse auction. So these are the four different auctions. See, these auctions are dynamic and efficient mechanisms for mediating and brokering in complex marketplace like supply chain and procurement systems. Bundle actions, bundle auctions allow agents to bid for bundles of items and are useful for B2B applications such as automatic supply chain procurement. So these are the different models that we have described along with B2B commerce. Aggregators, hubs or process integration, community or alliance, that is the third one. Then fourth one is content. Content is the end product of B2B commerce. Content. So content providers will be there. So auctions or price dynamic pricing markets. These are the five different models in B2B commerce.